What's up? Alexo Crypto here. How we all doing? Shout out to chat. What's on? What's going on? How we all doing? Let's jump into the charts. Hope you're all doing well. What has Bitcoin decided to do? Guessing coming mods on jobs. Shout out to chat. Let's talk about chat. Dave Digital in the house. Shout out to you. What's up, Dave? Thank you for being here. Shout out to Nomad Dad. Shout out to Thomas Shade. How we all doing? Hope you're all doing well. What a day for Bitcoin. Dump, pump, all the way around. Donald Trump. No, we won't talk about that guy. This probably has already been canceled because we just said that. But getting into the charts, you can see what's happened. And wow. We gave the setup yesterday, right around this time here yesterday. And what did we notice? We noticed that there was a giant CME gap that needed to be filled. Now, I even shared this in Frankie Candle's Discord, but I said there was a gap here. We were up here that needed to be filled, right? You can see the giant gap. So the CME futures, don't forget to add this to your tickers, because you can see that typically there are gaps that tend to always come back and get filled up. Well, we gave the signal yesterday, and guess what? Bitcoin dropped right into it. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope we're making profits, securing the bag, practicing good risk management. I had a rough day trading yesterday. You know what? I was in a short somewhere around here. I got stopped out with a little bit of a loss. Then I was in a short here with a small profit. Then I was in a long over here looking for a bounce. And guess what? I didn't heed my own advice. And boom, we had this massive drop. Got stopped out again with good risk management. But guess what? I got stopped out. Had a very frustrating trade day. So I missed a big move up. I missed a big move down. And that's how it goes sometimes in the trading world. So it's not always sunshine and rainbows out here. It's not always a beautiful day for trading. It is, however, an opportunity to learn from the charts, see what mistakes we made, and move forward and learn from that. Now, let's zoom out. Let's look at the time frames. Let's get some trade setups on the go. We have had this clear move down all the way from 25K, then a pop up to the point of control, then a massive drop really swiftly all the way back down to this level, then to bounce off of it and work our way back up. Now the question is, where will we go? So let's take a look at the larger time frames and let's get into it. So let's go to the 2-day. Now I've been watching the 2-day and we have finally seen that there's a red dot printing. Now, friends, red dot, bearish divergence. Let's get rid of all this ugly stuff on the chart right now. And let's look at this. So we got a red dot confirmed, bearish divergence, money flow slowly coming down. And this to me, my friends, is a very, very, very bearish signal. Very bearish. Very, 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 very bearish. May I stress that? Very bearish. Okay? Now, this is the 2-day, so it can take a couple days to play out. So, how are we going to trade this? How are we going to prepare for this? Because it's going to take some time. And what has happened in the past? Where have we seen this before? I believe we've seen it back here. Somewhere around here? Whew. Yeah. Here we go. We got something like this and something like this, right? There we go. There's a bear div. And look, that brought us down. Whew. Look at that. That brought us down 50%. So this is something that I'm keeping an eye on, right? This is something that even if we go back here to this one and up to this one, we can see that we're getting a bear divvy. A bear divvy on the 2-day. Big move down. Big move down, right? So this is a warning. We'll continue to warn and we'll continue to look for a nice trade setup, maybe even a swing trade, right? Maybe even a swing trade that can bring us down. Because on the 2-day, you can see this bear divvy trying to play out. And that is scary. That is scary. Now, I'm trying not to be a bear, but I'm also... Nice hexagon window. Fancy. Huh? Okay. Okay, Dave. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Brooke. What's up, Brooke? Hope you're doing well. 2 likes, question mark. Let's try and get the likes up. I appreciate you. So let's look at this money flow. And 22,300 long. So we have had some key level of support here. Now let's flip through and we can see that this daily bear div is slowly paying out and working its way down. Money flow is slowly coming out, very slowly. To me, this is a bit bearish. So we got to be patient here, but we can see as we get down into these lower time frames at the 16-hour, the 14-hour, we aren't getting any clear significant moves down to the bottom side. Now we can see that money flow has been green since pretty much January 1st. Wow, since the new year. So since the new year, we have been in this for 52 days. What's that 22,300 for a long? Well, 22,300 is definitely a level that we'll be looking at. Let's see here. Do we have it marked out? 23. Ooh. We will take a look at that for sure. Thank you for bringing that to a level of my attention. So as we go through, we can see that on the 12, the 14, the 16, that money flow is still remaining on the upside. It fails to get out until we get down to the 10-hour, where it's finally flipped down to the bottom side and it's looking to curl up. So is this a sign that the bulls are getting exhausted? Is money coming out? Are the markets weakening? We'll look at the S&P 500. We will look at the Dixie, and we'll make some more judgments on where the Bitcoin price will go. Now, we were talking about this yesterday, how there is a definite and for sure rising wedge pattern here coming up, and price is respecting it. I also would like to add another level of support here. So Hannah King, let's go. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Dave Digital in the chat as well. We are just here having a good time. Guys, in the chat, let me know. Mrs. Otter is no longer out on the balcony in the crane position holding up the internet. We have gotten new internet. And I'm hoping for some feedback here. How is the connection? Is it coming in through clearer than before? Let me know in the chat if we're doing okay, because we've upgraded our internet. So hopefully this internet has got that coffee, that good juice, and it's running well. I could check the live stream here. I will check quickly. And it says excellent condition. So hopefully my stream health, it says it's healthy, but you never know what healthy means on the YouTube universe. So we've gotten new internet. Hopefully everything is good. Woohoo for the internet. Smooth so far. Anthony Soprano, I have fixed the sound at the start of the video. Shout out to you, Anthony Soprano. Connection is great. We're looking at this rising wedge. Can we fall out of it? We have looked at the 2-day bear divs. Dave Digital, always with the jokes. So let's watch this rising wedge. Let's watch these trend lines that I've used as well that have held price up. Now we're looking for price to get above this green one here. It's been respected. Is this the same trend line? Let me turn that off for now. And let's get back into the market cipher analysis just so that we can stay on track here. Shout out to Dave Digital. We know Dave Digital is definitely a 99 Lifer fan. He's out there all the time drawing salmon cup and handy thingies to the upside. We know that Dave Digital loves the Sammy cup and handy. So jokes aside, let's get in to the charts here. So going down, and let's look for some trade setups. But before we do that, I'm going to jump over. So we've seen that Bitcoin has bearish sentiment on the longer term time frames, on the daily, the 2-day. He's throwing lemons in the chat. Let's get rid of the lemons and throw some otters in the chat. Don't forget to like the video. So we can see that there's a bearish sentiment in Bitcoin on the 2-day, the daily, and the 18. We can see the bear divs. We can see we've crossed over into the red on the 10-hour. We are in the red on the money flow. And as we work our way down, we remain there. And we'll go over to the S&P. Now, what does the S&P tell us? Well, the S&P, we were looking yesterday for a bounce, right? We have this massive trend line coming all the way down. And then we were looking for it to come down and bounce off of here. Well, guess what? It's bounced a little bit yesterday. But we're looking for it to work its way to this trend line and possibly have a reaction. Now, for me, it has to get above this resistance line, because when we look at the past, we can see at the resistance line that there's many, many times in history that's shown that we've gotten to this resistance line, we've come up, and then we've smashed right through it, and we've continued downwards. So right now, I'm in a bearish sentiment with the S&P. If it fails to get above here, then I see us working our way down, right? So that's with the S&P. So that will affect Bitcoin negatively. Now with the Dixie, it's ripping. It's ripping to the upside. It's flying. Who knows where it'll end? The American dollar, as they talk about the dollar is moving upwards, which means Bitcoin's moving downwards, right? That American dollar. So I'm in Australia. We have kangaroo pouches and things like that. We don't really use the American dollar. But with the Aussie dollar, we are affected too. Because guess what? We're shooting to the moon with the dollar, which means people are holding on to their dollars. People are not spending their dollars because they're realizing that the dollar is getting stronger. Therefore, as the dollar goes up, people are not putting their dollar into risk assets. Therefore, Bitcoin goes downwards, right? Now, are we decoupling from this? Possibly, but we haven't had enough evidence yet. But it's attempting to get to this dangerous level around 104.75 to 105 territory where we were before. We have moved up into this area here, this box. Now we're looking to move up into this box here, you can see from before. And this was not good for Bitcoin. It was very strong. We want to trend around this area or lower in order for Bitcoin to continue upwards. So look for the dollar to get rejected here and possibly work its way around. We all like the dollars, so let's go and look at the dollars and the Bitcoin dollars. So as we zoom into the Bitcoin dollars, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm trying with my Canadian accent mixed with a little bit of Aussie and British. You know, going American is not always the easiest thing to do. So let's look at the price here. What is going on? Well, we've come down, right? This is clearly a downtrend. It took a lot of muscle and rejections at this 25 level, right? Right? And now it's coming up, and then it's dropped on us. And now it's bouncing around this support line. So this support line is very key to us holding, right? It starts with V and ends with Y. Oh, Davey. He's dropping the alpha. Dollar bill, y'all. That's pretty cool. That down under, you guys keep your monies in kangaroo pouches. was sucked if they hopped away with all your sweet gains. Shout out to Jake in the chat with the banter. Much love. I heard in Florida you guys store it in the swamps. We store it in the outback in the kangaroo pouches. But we have trackers on the kangaroos. Maybe that's how we roll. In Canada, we just bury it in the ice. So we all have our means of saving, saving our gold bricks. So let's look at the setup here for Bitcoin before I jump off, because this is just a quick update today because I am going to the beach with Mama Otter. Mama Otter's been here and we've been trying to live stream and get you all the alpha we can before we go out and have our day trips. So right now in Swampland, Florida, our favorite couple, Brooke and Jake here, sharing the alpha on how to save them dollars. In Texas, we keep it in our wallet, because you have revolvers on you, so nobody's taking your money. Ooh, okay. So we can see that we are in this flag, right? We can see that we have a clearly defined high, a clearly defined point of control, and a clearly defined low that has been respected, that is holding up, right? 22,300 is what you guys were shouting at. Now, is this a golden pocket? I think this is a golden pocket. So let's pull this. Let's look at this. 22,800. Okay, and we got a 22,300-ish area here. So I'm not sure why you guys are shouting 22,300, but if you shout it into the chat, why? What did you call Mama Otter? Mama Otter is amazing. Mrs. Otter is amazing. And we are out here trying our best to give you guys the ultimate, utterly unbelievable TA to help you guys be profitable. So as we go here, my next level below is definitely at 22.8. It's definitely because we got the golden pocket. We have this huge volume node that's going to hold us up overall. And we can see that if price continues downwards, this is our first stop. Now, what's this red box? We talked about this red box as well. This red box is where my sentiment for the market. So we always got to check trend and sentiment. Right now, we're in a downtrend from here. 1, 2, 3. We're looking to move down, right? This red box is definitely go long from 22,300, or is it 23,200? 23,200. Could be 23,200. That is the tops of this previous range as a support. So we'll look at that as well. But as we pull out game strong. Shout out to all you guys in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's pull this across. Yeah, we can see that the biggest volume node is definitely here at 22,800. 22,800. So make sure you put 22,800 as an area, not as a definite number, but as an area to where price will come and have a reaction, right? Those are pretty far apart, Thomas Shea. Those are pretty far apart. I agree with you. But my sentiment for the market, as I was saying, does not change until we see a break of structure here, which would mean that I would see a low come in below 21,400. Below these lows here. You see this red box? If we can put in a lower low here and then bounce up and then maybe we continue downwards. That would be my first indication that the market is coming down, right? So let's go into the 1 hour. Let's go and look at the trade setups that we're going to look for today because I'm currently not in a trade. I've been stopped out twice yesterday. So I know that my point of control is up here. We are clearly in a downtrend, but now we are in a minor uptrend. So we'll zoom into this minor uptrend and get into it. So we can see that we're curling over here. We have failed to make a higher high. So we're making higher lows. Up, down, up. So we're looking for something around here or to break this low. This is where we are right now, right? So we've come up. We've been rejected at the point of control. Bang, big drop. Wicked out. Darth Maul pumped back up. So bulls are trying to hold this key level around 23,630. So we'll mark that out on our charts. The bears want to push through this level, right? The bears want to put in a lower low. Now let's get into the 12-minute. So we can see that we're in an uptrend this way, right? Clearly coming down from here, but also looking for this. So I will pull a fib from the top of this range here to the bottom of this range here. Okay, this red line, which is also a very key support line, we'll look for that to hold up. So this will hold price down. So what we're doing right now is we're narrowing our range of where we can get entries, right? And as we get entries, we'll take profits early and let the price ride. So we've narrowed our range down here. Now we'll jump into the 12. And we can see that we're curling over here. And we're trying to put in a higher low. So where would our higher low go? We pull this. Our higher logo. We're hiring Dave Digital for a higher logo. And we're looking around here now. So we're looking for a possible long setup here to continue up, right? But this, right now, has failed to put in a higher high. So you can see we're dropping down. We're coming to this area. Let's see if we get a reaction. But before we do that, we'll watch price right now. But we can see that if we pull across here, we got a value area high. We got a big volume node here. So look for price, because it's failed to put in a higher high here. Look for price to try and put in a lower low here. I don't believe that this will hold, but we got to wait and find out and see if there's a reaction. So right now, my setups would be, pardon me, is wait for this to come down and try to put in a lower low here. And then try to take a high from here. So once we get the low, we'll pull a fib. Let's say it comes in below here. And then we'll look for a re-entry along this line. So it'll come down, put in a lower low, and then hopefully retrace, and then maybe head downwards. That would be my short setup. Add 23,525. Yeah, so that's just below here. We can even drop this lower, this box, right? So I'll be looking for something like this with a reaction. Maybe we get along, maybe we don't. So we're going to watch the oscillators. We're also going to watch money flow. Money flow is in the red. We're looking for it to curl up. See, it's in the green right now on the 30 minutes. So mixed signals on the shorter term time frames. We are getting a blood diamond on the 30 minute, which can bring us down quite some bit. So look for a reaction along this line. Maybe a bull divs. But we'll be watching this throughout the day and looking for a trade. Right now, there's no trade. We're kind of in the middle of this range. So look for it to either come up to this level up here, 24,226, which was a golden pocket, which we've had a bounce off already once, right? If not, it's the point of control of this range that we've come up to. But to me, this is clearly looking like it's going to continue downwards. So we'll look for a reaction at 23.5. Be patient out there. Remember to always practice good risk management, even if you're scalping this range. We are getting a bit of a reaction here at this box that I drew. So that's kind of my thoughts for Bitcoin right now. In the long-term time frame, though, I remain to be a bit, I wouldn't say a bit bearish. I'm pretty bearish in the sense that we've come up. I'm looking for us to come down to this 22,800 level in order to see if price will react. We have a golden pocket. We have a point of control here. So overall, that's my thoughts for Bitcoin. Be patient out there. Look for a reaction at 23,525, just like said by Thomas Shade. But be patient out there. Don't get wrecked, because this market is pretty volatile lately, and it's had some pretty drastic big moves. So we need to be patient out there and practice good risk management. That's it for me today, because I got to go to the beach. I don't know about what you guys got planned, but I just wanted to say thank you so much. We're at 189 subscribers in such a short time. You know, I really appreciate every single one of you for your support, your constant support. It means a lot to me. And I just wanted to thank you guys. Wish you guys all a happy day. I will be in the Discord updating you on my thoughts with the price action and giving you all my ideas, and hopefully we can extract some profits today and make some bank. We need another Batman setup in the charts, maybe Robin. So we will get at you guys and give you more setups, more help. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, on the way out, smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll send you a photo of the beach because, you know, can all live vicariously through Australia. Mrs. Otter and I are taking Mama Otter to the beach on the ferry. So God bless you all. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. See you in the next one. Peace out. Mama Otter, do you like swimming with sharks? No? That's utterly unbelievable. Safety first.